Alright, so we're just going to be looking at how we can sample a simple drum fill from an already existing song and add it to our own. Now I've got a disco track here that hasn't got the most ideal drum fill, so we're going to have to do some work on it. But I'm just going to show you how you can easily sample an Ableton or any other DAW for that matter. So first of all, I've got this little techie sort of loop over here which I'll play. And we're going to be adding the drum fill just before the drop here. It might not sound perfect. I put it together pretty quick. It's just a few loops. But point is, we want to add a little drum fill around here just to add some tension to it and a bit of variety. So in this track here, Only You Can Show Me featuring Meraki Beach, there's a nice little percussive drum fill just before the chorus, which I'll play. So we're going to grab this. We don't want the whole thing though, because you've got that voice coming in. Now you could probably take this whole thing and have that as its own drum fill just before the drop, but if we want the percussive sound or the percussion only, we don't want that voice coming in, so we're just going to grab the first bar, copy that, sorry, we'll move this over to our little loop over here. So you'll notice if I put it in straight away, it doesn't flow that well. Sort of just stops suddenly, and I don't know, it doesn't really flow. So what we're going to do is add a few effects here. The first one, we're going to add a reverb. I'm just going to low cut this, and what I'm going to do is automate the dry wet. So we'll turn this decay time up first so it has a bit of tail. We're going to automate this dry wet so it goes up from the start to here. And we'll do this by ear, so if this comes on too wet, then we'll change it. So that's not too bad. I'm just going to curve this automation thing a bit. There we go. So it's sounding quite nice. Chuck a bit of EQ on there. And maybe some simple delay after the reverb to keep it feeding on a bit. So I'm just going to automate this dry wet again, turn the feedback up quite a bit. So that sounds pretty good. Simple way to add a drum fill, spice it up a little bit, and of course you can do this with any sort of drum fill. In fact, a lot of drum fills will work better than that, just because it's sort of a different rhythm compared to the loop we've got. So hope that made sense. Hope you learned something from it. Try it out yourself. Get some old disco tracks or any other genre that has those kind of fills and stick it in the song.